Hello everybody, and this is Narendra Kumar, and today we are on the ninth piece in the series called Life of Learning, and today our topic is on knowing, and this is an essay on knowing. Most of the people are know-nothings, and this is a very sweeping statement, but I'm going to explain it now. They go through a kind of education and pick up the most superficial information at random. This is a fact. This is how even I learned when I was in school, college. That's all I did. It took me a long time to really understand the subjects. The facts they gather to pass exams are not connected. They're not linked up, seen, felt. And the possibility of applying to anything, of creating something, cannot arise. It never arises because you don't know really anything. And then they go about looking for employment. They find it, of course, because this world is so huge. There is some employment that can be got for anybody with some little minimal thinking. They find it and they are taught a specific, particular thing to do. It is specific, very concrete bound and not fundamental, not basic, not deep, creative, not challenging the mind to think originally and come out with real innovation. So their whole life of work is just simple, little mechanical thinking. It's very compartmentalized. It is a kind of very minimal work that is demanded. It is learned fast and is as close to a robotic kind of work as can come. So most people don't enjoy their work. That's the reason they don't enjoy. Because they are not involved. You are your mind. You have to get the greatest joy only when you use your mind. And there is no way you can use without knowledge. True, these jobs are of course important in practical life and is usually given the name skill. But it is a very compartmentalized work, not creative work. Then what is really creative work? How does that come about? A passionate creative work comes and flows from a real understanding of things. Let us try to understand what a real understanding is. What is really understanding? Many people say you must understand the subjects, but they don't really tell you what actually that so-called understanding is. A real understanding connects to reality. That connection is the crucial point. It is seen. One principle or law or principle you learn, you have to see it in reality, and then it becomes difficult. You can't just accept or reject. This does not happen automatically. No, it doesn't. One needs to think. Thinking involves relating things to each other. First we see facts, lot of facts. They collect facts. This is true and that is true and this is true. You're bombarded with so many facts. If you look at reality, just facts. Okay, first they're only facts. They're disconnected, but at least you're seeing those facts as facts, observations, experiments. They are in the beginning just a collection. Then we start a process of looking for causal relationships. Causal. How one thing determines another, changes another, maybe modifies another, influences another. You start seeing how they are getting linked, because they do get linked. You take any subject. The facts that you are gathering are not isolated. They are related, interlinked. This process is applied wholesale. Now, you look at the whole world with confidence, fearlessness, and you start connecting things slowly, with a great discipline and love. This process is applied wholesale. This abstract understanding is integrated with all that exists and all that is known to you till that point of time. Thus, to know means to hold the full relationships of everything to everything. This is an amazing point. This leads one to know everything, not all details. We don't need details at this stage of our learning, but in terms of fundamentals, how fundamentally the essential links are formed. This is the full meaning of logic, of truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. See, that is the whole point. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So it's like you have no sins of omission or commission. This is the tremendous thing and gives rise to a precious, very priceless feeling inside. A feeling of power, of almost an omniscience, omnipotence. It is like by understanding, relating things, you have held the whole world as a unit, and you really feel it like that. When you really go into knowledge, and if you can read this essay and start applying it in your life, you will understand what I mean. Slowly, you will start linking, and it's like you've got a power. It's like some other power. It's like seems almost like a divine power, and thus you can hold the whole world as a unit, and thus in the palm of your hand. You're like a Superman. Great scientists, great artists, singers, leaders, teachers, know this feeling. They know it. It is very difficult to communicate, but it is there within. It is there. A flame it is that burns, grows, absorbs, keeps relating and relating, seeing more and more connections, becoming more and more powerful. One profound result of this kind of learning, not learning some compartmentalized operations and procedures, is that you get hundreds of ideas to do things, really. Wherever you look, you feel, my God, nobody has done this, but this should have been done, and that should have been done, and this should have been done. You are like, zapped, really zapped at how little has been done and so much to do. You start applying your knowledge, and this is the only true meaning of work, as a way of life itself. How is it that when one sees things and relates things, one gets ideas to apply and create new products, new services, designs, new ways of doing things? The key word here is invention. Knowledge, true knowledge, once you see it, naturally leads to invention. Invention brings in man into the picture. To understand the phenomenon of light, for example, at least in some terms, is to come out with lenses, to see bigger. See, you understood light and then you manipulated it. Of course, with a lot of skill, lot of knowledge, further knowledge again, the further solving of so many problems, and finally you get your spectacles and you can see bigger, or a microscope or telescope. Seeing bigger is a power. Using electromagnetic effects to create a turning motion is a power. Motors. To fly in an aeroplane is a power. Once you understand how you can manipulate the wind, you're using the wind and manipulating it so mathematically, so beautifully. And there you can see the wondrous airplane flying in the sky. Yes, it is a magical power. Not magic in terms of otherworldly. No, it is a magic of your mind. It is a magical power, unrivaled by any wondrous magic. All the other magic is just tricks. Oh no, it's like silly tricks. This is real magic. It is almost a miraculous, a divine process, and is felt as the highest ecstasy, because man really is that. Man is powerful. Literally, I really mean it, literally. Literally man is powerful. You don't have to be a Superman and fly. You have created an airplane. He's powerful. His mind is powerful. His mind is his essence. That sweeping view of the world leads to numerous, almost infinite possibilities, and that really is knowledge, is knowing. So it's a very short essence of my feeling for what is involved in knowing. All these writings are really my expression of I'm trying to bring out into the light. These are real feelings, these feelings are felt by the great leaders. It's really there in all of us as a potential. And I hope it will help you to come out of your darkness and open your eyes and see the whole world so beautiful. And you can discover, above all, the great power, the hero, the great heroic power that you hold, your reason, your mind. Thank you so much. This is Narendra Kumar, and we are from NRK Academy.